Brought to you by Refi. Refinance your defaulted private student loans today at yrefi.com/Ramsey.
Okay, so I fell for the lovely money trap of taking out a lot of student loans. And I had $85,000 in my name and $50,000 were through Parent Plus loans through my parents. Now, I did tell my parents, of course, I would help them pay off whatever they put into their name. So I've been working really hard for the past 8 years, and I paid off all of the student loans that were in my name. So I have no debt legally in my name. But when I went to tell my parents about it, like, hey, I know I've been throwing money at you guys for this every month, but I'm really going to start to focus on it. They kind of told me that they combined my loans and my siblings' Parent Plus loans that I took out for them into one big student loans pot. So I was kind of shocked that they said that because I've been paying towards it, and instead of paying towards mine, I've kind of been paying towards everybody's.
No.
So now I'm like,
No.
I'm at a point where, like, I don't know what to do.
No, you did not make an obligation. Okay, Number one, you don't have any legal obligation at all. You do have a moral obligation because you promised to pay your part, but you did not promise to pay your siblings' part, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, how much have you paid towards the loan that your parents have?
I've paid almost the full amount of it, like before interest. I've been giving them $1,000 a month for like almost 8 years.
Okay. All right. $1,000 a month for 8 years. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So why would a $60,000 loan not be gone?
The interest rates were high.
What were the interest rates?
They were at like 7 to 8% per loan, and it was a few different loans.
Is the $1,000 a month steady for 8 years?
Yes. Yes, that's correct.
And you know what the original balance was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and you're how old again?
29.
Okay. Are you married?
No.
Okay. Do you have an investment advisor?
No.
Okay. All right, because it's a simple it's a financial calculator. I don't have one laying in front of me. I could almost do it on the air, but probably not. But we could simply say, all right, $60,000 at 7% and $1,000 on that. What would be the remaining balance after 8 years? I think it's going to be zero.
I know it's coming pretty close, which is why I mentioned it.
And so I don't owe you anymore, Mom and Dad. I've fulfilled my obligation.
How did they respond, Sarah? Because they know how much you've been paying. And did they say, oh, yeah, your term's almost up, or like what you've given us, or was it pushed back to you?
They kind of just like dropped the bombshell, like, oh, well, this happened, like to make the payments lower. A few years ago,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but did they acknowledge the amount of money you've already paid them?
They did, but now it's like they're treating it like it's different.
Like a one big loan, yeah.
Okay, so Mom, that's a relationship issue. So Mom and Dad, here's the deal. I did not promise to pay anyone else's loans. I promised to pay mine. Mine was $60,000 at 7%, and with $1,000 a month for 8 years, the remaining balance would be zero, or would be X. And so I have $2,600 more to go, and then I'm not paying you anymore. I've met my obligation to you. The fact that you chose to consolidate it for a smaller debt, and my brother has chose not to pay his, does not affect my deal with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much the exact scenario of my siblings not being able to pay theirs right now. So
you just need to get real clear. Number one, you need to get the exact math done, and I can't do that for you right now.
Have it visual. Have it on a sheet of paper. Here's exactly.
Do it. Yeah. You go online and you can print it out. Okay, you can just go online and find a calculator online, and put in 6% or 7%, $60,000 and $1,000 a month for 8 years, and what is the balance? And you can do it online in probably about 45 seconds. If I was smart, I could do it right now, but I'm not. So I used to keep a financial calculator here on the desk in the old days. But I think your balance is going to be zero. because you're going to be up over $90,000 you've paid in, including interest. That should be at zero. Okay, because we're talking about 96 months that you paid in, $96,000 you paid in, and 7% interest. So you're probably have overpaid, but I wouldn't worry about it if you've overpaid relationally. But I would just say I paid in $96,000, including interest. That means I don't owe anymore. Sorry, Mom and Dad. The rest of it's on you and bro. I did my part.
Okay.
I did my part. But you can use the actual math and show it to them.
Yeah.
And please say bro.
Yeah. Just since a boomer, since I made a bad dad joke.
No,
Rachel's
it's
saying,
great.
but, yeah.
No. Sarah, is this going to be a hard conversation, or do you, like, when you have the math and you lay everything out, do you have the type of relationship that you feel?
Are they going to understand this?
Yeah. How is that going to go?
Oh God, I think it's going to be a tough conversation.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Only because they've done a lot of other things for me,
Yeah, they changed your diaper, but you don't have to pay them for that. That's called being a parent.
Right.
Now, they fed you, but you don't have to pay them for that. That's called being a parent. So this is a mess they have made. And they're very lucky, honestly, as Parent Plus holders,
that
Sarah actually has paid $96,000. Because 90% of the time I take this phone call, it's the parent griping because the kid has never paid a dime after they promised they would. And they're stuck with a big old hairy Parent Plus loan. But in this case, Mom and Dad are the ones that stepped in it.
Well done, Sarah.
And they got some on their shoe.
Morally, you've done everything to the T.
You don't have to do any more.
You're free.
I wouldn't do any more. You don't owe any more. But run the numbers to be 100% sure. Why Refi refinances delinquent private student loans for struggling borrowers. Learn more at yrefy.com/Ramsey.